all a blur, then again it's not. So the only question that I've got is, was it you or the whiskey? 'Cause boy, since you kissed me, I've been floating on the next level high. Is it your loving that's got me buzzing? Or was the bourbon messing with my mind? My heart's feeling tipsy. Was it you or the whiskey? Are you feeling the same? Are you dazed and confused? Are we missing a shot if we don't see it through? Intoxication's got me wanting more. How about another taste so I can know for sure? Was it you or the whiskey? 'Cause boy, since you kissed me, I've been floating on the next level high. Is it your loving that's got me buzzing? Or was the bourbon messing with my mind? My heart's feeling tipsy. Was it you or the whiskey? It's all a blur, then again it's not. So the only question that I've got is, was it you or the whiskey? Boy, since you kissed me, I've been floating on the next level high. Is it your loving that's got me buzzing? Or was the bourbon messing with my mind? My heart's feeling tipsy. My heart's feeling tipsy. Was it you or the whiskey? Oh, was it you or the whiskey? Yeah. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
That red dress might make a mess, many a weaker man. Yeah, I love this song. No, I don't want to dance. I don't intend to come off cold or mean. You looked at the wrong man when you looked at me. See, I got more to lose than all these fools in here. And I don't plan on putting my lips on anything except this ice cold beer. There's an angel back in Tennessee I can't wait to run home to. She's a keeper. And that's what I plan to do. I admit it does get lonely out here sometimes. That crossing sacred lines. She's the best thing in my life. And I hope you find your reason for living like I found mine. Yeah, I got more to lose than all these fools in here. I don't plan on putting my lips on anything except this ice cold beer. There's an angel back in Tennessee I can't wait to run home to. She's a keeper, yeah. And that's what I plan to do. Yeah, there's an angel back in Tennessee I can't wait to run home to. She's a keeper. And that's what I plan to do. That red dress might make a mess, many a weaker man.
Couple of brand new songs for you tonight on New Music Monday. His name is Ray Scott. That is called Keeper. And before that, my good friend Miss Sydney Hanson with her latest single, You or the Whiskey. I absolutely love it. When It Matters Most is coming up next. And welcome to the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a New Music Monday from the Tim Kelly Studios live in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We're glad to have you tuned in tonight. We've got 3 hours of what we call New Country's Best music headed your way, and a couple of great radio interviews to boot. Bottom half of this first hour, my girl from St. Louis, Missouri, Miss Molly Lovett's going to join us tonight, and she's going to be performing live at Freedom Jam USA. We're going to be there September 30th. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more and play some new music from her. Then Mr. Matt Winters is going to join us at the bottom half of hour number 2. Great Christian country gospel music on tap for you there as well. So you don't want to miss that. And the stories behind the songs, we got them for you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the radio stations that do replay this program. Great ones like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be, also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, radicalonlineradio.com. We are on countryradio.lu, 93.9 FM from Luxembourg in the UK. We are on LakeParadiseRecords.net, a great Sony Orchard record label. We appreciate everyone's support. You can catch the show also on all the podcast and streaming services that you listen to, like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music. Just search The Tim Kelly Show and you will find New Country's Best. Now, when love matters most, I'll tell you what, it mattered yesterday. My wife celebrated a birthday, and I surprised her by taking her to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We love hanging out there, and we got to meet my youngest brother and his wife there as well. I had a great time hanging out. When love matters most, you do those things. Happy birthday, honey. It was a great day spending it together with you. This is Jason Black, his new single, right now on The Tim Kelly Show, KICR, Indie Country Radio, on New Music Monday.
He went weak in the knees as she walked through the door at the back of the church and slowly walked towards where he stood. The look in his eyes told what words couldn't say, how he tried to fight every tear that escaped best he could. with a break in his voice and a shake in his hand. He slipped a ring on her finger and said, when love matters most, I promise that I'll be there by your side. Look and you'll find me when the way isn't easy and you can't see the road. I'll be there, I want you to know. He wore out the floor pacing that waiting room till the doctor came in and gave him the news, and he smiled. She had his eyes and her mama's blonde hair. It was love at first sight. He just held her and stared for a while. Said it ain't always easy, this road that we're on, but I promise you won't have to walk it alone. 'Cause when love matters most, I promise that I'll be there by your side. Look and you'll find me when the way isn't easy and you can't see the road. I'll be there, I want you to know. The first steps and first love, skin knees and breakups, they fall down, they get up, and we watch them grow. But Lord, how the time flies and babies become brides. Before we can blink twice, we must let them go. He went weak in the knees as they walked through the door at the back of the church and slowly walked towards where he stood. When love matters most, I promise that I'll be there by your side. Look and you'll find me when the way isn't easy and you can't see the road. I'll be there, I want you to know.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I don't wanna feel this lonely. I don't wanna hold a grudge. I kinda wanna find somebody, but I don't wanna give you up. I don't wanna spend another minute sitting here not over you. I don't know how you did it, 'cause I don't know what to do. I've been putting one boot in front of the other, letting time do what everybody says it does. Easier said than done when you miss someone. I might move on, I probably won't, but I'm always gonna love you more than I don't. I don't wanna walk these sidewalks downtown at 2 a.m. thinking of you like I said I wouldn't do, but baby, here I go again, putting one boot in front of the other, letting time do what everybody says it does. Easier said than done when you miss someone. I might move on, I probably won't, but I'm always gonna love you more than I don't.
music for you from a great group called 2 Lane Summer. The number 2 and Lane Summer. Go check them out. They are fantastic. That is called I Don't. Well, I don't miss the heat that we've had for the last couple of weeks in Branson, Missouri. We finally got a break from the humidity starting yesterday, and man, it feels good. If you want to check out the full weekly weather forecast, you can do it right on our website underneath the homepage of KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. We are live on it right now. Just scroll down a little bit further below the weather forecast and hit that live Spreaker radio player. Like the Tim Kelly Show by hitting that little heart symbol. And if you see a little chat bubble bouncing around, that is our live interactive chat room. We got Lula in here. We got my wife in here. We'd love to see you. We call it family around here. Just make yourself a free Spreaker account. You don't have to put your profile picture on there. Come in and say hello to yours truly and all the fine folks that hang out in here. This next artist is from Gilmer, Texas. We have known him since 2014. He is our good friend Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band. His latest single is called I Can Drink in This Bar on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
It's Boots and Beer Dive on the other side of town. Half burned out buzzing sign, almost falling down. It's the perfect place for me, 'cause that's how I feel tonight. I just need some place to think and get her off my mind. I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. I'll have another whiskey, I've got a lot to drink about. Tomorrow she might miss me, but right now I figured out I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. That old jukebox keeps playing on the reason I can't give her up. I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar.
Hey everybody, this is Darren Morris and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
I was driving to a new big city, starting a job, trying to make my living. I was happy till I hit a detour and delay. As the sun came down, I saw a small town, a country diner lit up with neon. Outside I heard the honky-tonk music play. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. I'm looking so fine. Got my Dooney and Burke to go inside. When I walk into the place, every face turned and looked at me. Well, I tossed my hair and held up my head. I could hear their whispers and read their lips. Found a table, more than able to hold my own, you see. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. No hat, no boots, betray my roots. There might be a fox in the chicken coop, so I flat to smell like my jewelry shining in the light. Oh, these clink-up boys with the big truck toys were having fun and making some noise, but it's easy to see they know how to treat a lady right. He won me over with his big broad shoulders and a heart as big as his head. He had a smile like a child on Christmas morning, swept me away without warning when he asked me to dance. I told myself it's gonna be alright, myself told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. Yeah, I'm doing country tonight. Come on, oh, I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl. Come on, oh, yeah, I'm doing country tonight.
That's exactly what I'm doing too. That's going to work out great. Her name is McKenna Faith Winters. I had the distinct pleasure of doing her first ever live radio interview on this program a few months ago, maybe about a month and a half ago, something like that. Time flies when you're having fun, ladies and gentlemen. But she has been a great supporter of this station, and right back at you, McKenna, ever since we made the connection with her debut single right there, I'm Doing Country Tonight. McKenna Faith Winters, go check her out. She's getting great reviews and great streams on social media and Spotify and all of that good stuff on that song, I'm Doing Country Tonight. Well, this next gentleman does country right off the top of his head. His wife will ask him to do a country music artist and a song, and he'll just start doing it. He went viral on TikTok doing it, so much so that he got discovered by a gentleman by the name of Tim McGraw, and he called him up and actually invited him to tour with him last summer, and that's what he did. His name is Brandon Davis, good friend of mine from Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is called See You In It from Brandon Davis on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Do you remember that time we were sitting there beneath the porch light on a late night? You were just smiling back at me. The world took the back seat. I was hanging on your every word. Or that night we caught the late show. Your daddy didn't know we were flying down a back road. His F-150 was where I stole your heart in the Georgia dirt. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this two-bed, one-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. sea. Summer sundress, your hair in a mess. We were everybody's dream, always be 18. Thought we had forever found. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath hall. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Tried leaving, but every time I try to cross that county line, I find leaving here means leaving you behind. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in time to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath hall. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. I see you in it.
Once again, his name is Brendan Davis. Got to open for Tim McGraw last summer and on his 2022 tour. If you go see him at a live show, you're in for a treat. And he's touring all over the country right now from Chattanooga, Tennessee, originally just outside of Nashville. Brendan Davis Music. Go check him out. Fantastic. Well, speaking of fantastic, I believe it's our third interview tonight, maybe our fourth, but Miss Molly Lovett from St. Louis, Missouri is with us. How are you, my friend?
Hello, I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the show. I sure appreciate you tonight.
Oh my gosh, yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You're going to be at Freedom Jam September the 30th along with yours truly. We're finally going to get to meet you in person. It's going to be a blast.
I can't wait. Yes, we were just saying, I've got to meet so many new friends through Freedom Jam. So, yeah, it's going to be a really, really cool day.
Man, you included, but there's going to be a lot of talent on that big stage that they're going to be performing live. We can't wait to see you do it, and a bunch of them. Audra McLaughlin, Season 6 of NBC's The Voice, all the way to the finals of that show on Team Blake. And then you got Jesse Keith Whitley as the headliner, Dan Wallace, my good buddy, going to be there, John Eason, Mark Perkins, I'm going to be interviewing him tomorrow night, I do believe. So it's going to be a fun time.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's cool. Audra and I have actually become friends here in Nashville. So It's kind of worlds colliding that we're both going to get to go back to St. Louis and play. So yeah, it'll be really, really fun. That's
going to be sweet. I got to get her on this program. She's hard to pin down, but she's super busy doing shows almost every night. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're all got crazy lives.
Yep,
for sure.
Yep. Well, your crazy life in music started at a very young age, and I was just reading your bio, and I told you this off the air before we started, and I've mentioned it before in our interviews, but your first concert was Tim McGraw, who we just played Brendan Davis, who opened for him last summer at the tender age of 5 years old, and that's probably been you've been country music ever since.
Oh, yeah. I definitely blame that on my parents for taking me to a bunch of country shows growing up and playing that music. And I've always been around it and always loved it.
Awesome. I was playing Tim McGraw back in my first FM radio job when I started being Tim Kelly on the radio in 1999. I was playing a song called Something Like That, and you still hear that song all over country radio to this day.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's awesome.
And then, I won't say they were in competition with each other, but his wife, Faith Hill, was coming up at the same time with a great song called Breathe. I remember playing that at the same time. And,
yes, I think the concert I went to was actually the two of them both played, so that was pretty cool.
So, and then later on they collaborated and did some stuff together as duets, and then they became actors in a series called 1883, and they were in that, A Prelude to Yellowstone, and we got to see a lot of that too, so.
Yeah, it's pretty good career they've had.
Yeah, that's right. And so you draw your inspiration from a lot of that, but if you have a career like they've had, you're in for a big long run in the world of country music.
Yeah, I'll take it. That'd be great. I'd love a career like that.
You talk about real life experiences though, and real life stories, and that's why I love doing these interviews. I call them the stories behind the songs, and that's what you draw from in your experiences and as your inspiration for music. And it says you got a gift for creating raw and real music, and boy, that's something we need on the radio for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's so much easier to write about yourself and your life and things that you go through or things that you watch your friends go through, and that's the kind of stuff that really comes across to people. The genuineness of it, I think, is what really reaches a lot of people. So that's what I always try to do, for sure.
Absolutely. Now, you grew up, you went to Catholic school, and of course, I guess you've lived in St. Louis probably your whole life, right?
Yeah, I had a minor year away at college. I went to school in Kentucky for a year, but otherwise it was all St. Louis, and then now I'm in Nashville, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you made the move to Music City, so that is awesome.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm good friends, and we met your media person that you work with, Nicole Zeller from Brickshore Media, back in 2018 at Nashville at the Wild Horse Saloon, hanging out one night at the Nashville Universe Awards, and now she's got you guys playing at the Hard Rock in Nashville. So I think you've had a chance to do that, haven't you?
Yes, I just got to play the Hard Rock just a couple of weeks ago. That was a really cool show. Brickshore Media partnered with them, so we're going to be doing monthly shows there, actually.
That is awesome, man. Congratulations on that. That's a big, big deal.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really excited. Obviously, Hard Rock is a cool venue, so I was very honored to play there.
That's awesome. Now, your family grew up around music, and your mom, grandma used to play it all the time, and so you've got that musical talent in your family, or you've got the love for music in your family. I'm not sure if anybody else in your family is musically inclined like you enough to say, hey, I want to do what Molly's doing, but maybe so.
They definitely have inspired me, for sure. My dad actually plays guitar and sings, and it's funny because nobody really knows. He doesn't do it in front of anybody.
Wow.
It's kind of undercover, yeah. But he taught me to play guitar, and definitely. My mom loves to sing. She's not the greatest singer, but she loves to sing. So
awesome.
I just was always surrounded by music with my family.
That's awesome. And I never told anybody either when I was a young person. I think I've told you this on the radio, but I never really let it out. But I used to talk into an empty Folgers coffee can because that's how bad I wanted to be on the radio. So,
oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Getting in that early practice, practicing.
It was, exactly. Well, that's what my parents tell me. When I was little, I used to sing into like the air vents, so I could hear like the echo of my voice. I'd be like 2 or 3 years old, just belting into the air vents.
I remember us talking about that. That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings out too that you were an avid lover of sports, and I do believe to this day your dad's a ball coach, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He was my coach growing up, and he started his own basketball club actually in St. Louis, Knights Basketball Academy, and they're a huge club now. So it's been cool to watch him do that as well, because that's his passion, and he's been able to, grow this whole organization, and they, my parents support me and kind of grow in my business and my music as well. So yeah.
And
cool.
And you wrote in to your 8th grade. You kind of had that planned. You were going to go to college and actually play basketball at Mizzou, and that's in Columbia, Missouri, I do believe, and then become a women's basketball coach. You wanted to do that, it says, with a chuckle in your voice, but oh, how things have changed, it says.
Things did change, yes. That was the plan. I mean, I loved basketball. I loved music as well. It was kind of, I felt like I was Troy Bolton in High School Musical, where I had the music and the sports thing going. But I actually ended up, we found a tumor in my leg, which ended up taking me out of sports for over a year. And luckily it was non-cancerous and everything was okay. But during that time is when my dad actually taught me to play guitar, and I started writing more and performing more, and that's kind of when I fell in love with music just a little more than basketball. So I chose music.
That is awesome. And you just told us that you did make the move to Nashville. Now, how long you been there?
3 years. It's literally going to be, 3 years on Friday, I think.
Wow. Congratulations. It's a 10-year town, but you're a third of the way there.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, part of me feels like I've been here for no time, and then part of me feels like I've been here forever.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's probably changed in the 3 years that you've been there. I know we haven't been there since 2018. That was the last time we've been there at the Nashville Universe Awards at the Wild Horse Saloon, hanging out with Nicole Zeller, actually. And I know it's changed in 5 years. I'm sure it's changed even in the last 3, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, crazy busy. Everybody's moving here, which is really exciting and cool because there's a lot of new venues opening and new things going on. But yeah, I feel like things are just constantly changing here.
That's awesome. Now, we mentioned you did get to play at the Hard Rock Cafe a couple of weeks ago, but any venues that you're really enjoying playing in Nashville that you're like, man, if they call, I'm there?
Yeah, the Listening Room is one that will always be, like I would drop pretty much whatever and go play a show there. That's a really cool spot. But I've been playing a ton outside of Nashville, actually, and that's been really, really fun. My band has been on the road for the past few months, really. It's been like almost every weekend. We've been hitting other cities and touring, and we actually just got back at like 3 a.m. last night from playing in Illinois and Missouri this past weekend.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's been really fun getting to do some of the writers' nights and stuff here in Nashville, and then kind of hitting the road and playing some other cities on the weekends.
Well, that is awesome, man. Thanks again for giving us the time tonight, man. I know you guys work hard and you sometimes get very little sleep. I can't imagine sleeping on a tour bus while it's driving down the road all the time, and living that life. I've done it on some trips that we took as kids or vacations that I've taken, but now as I grow up, I'm doing the driving, so I got to stay awake. But
yeah, I know. Well, thank goodness my band, they don't think I'm a good enough driver, so they don't let me drive ever. So I get to sleep. So
well, if you ever come to Branson, it's real hilly and curvy, so you better have a good driver on there.
Yeah.
So or there'll be a Willie Nelson song, Off the Road Again.
Oh my gosh.
So and you've just got a lot of good stuff going on and doing your thing in music. But I'll tell you what, that Freedom Jam is a special show coming up September 30th because 100% of the proceeds are going to help our veterans and first responders. And so I thought that was a really cool thing that you guys are supporting it by doing basically a free show for them. And we're doing the right thing by paying for the VIP tickets that we bought to help that cause. I just think it's a really neat cause, and there should be more shows like that all over the country, and there probably are, but that's one that's really going to stand out. And I think it's Brian Judy, the founder of it. I think it's their 4th one this year, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yeah. No, I've actually got to do all 4 of them, which has been incredible. And I'm very honored that they have me back and that I get to be a part of it because, like you said, it's a really, really special day, and just the whole thing, like you said, 100% of the proceeds going to help our veterans and the community that shows up and is there to support and kind of lift each other up is really cool. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Well, it's a special thing because, music is your way to give back to the world and what you do and putting your heart and your soul into it and your story and your life out there to the folks. But giving back to the veterans with your music is really special. So that says something about you, young lady.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. It's finally, it's only a few weeks away. It's been on the radar for so long, but I feel like I've had so many other shows and just been running crazy, so now I'm excited I can finally get to focus on Freedom Jam and get excited for that.
It's going to be fun. We're about 4 hours from me in Branson, and I haven't been to St. Louis since 1978, actually, even though it's that close. I just my mom and dad took us kids there, and we went up in that arch, and went to the top of that, and you could feel it sway back and forth. They say it sways 18 inches, you know, up in there, and so that was fun. We went to the Anheuser-Busch Brewery and all that stuff. Of course, I was young; I couldn't drink back then or anything, sample any of that. Dad, Mom sure did, but they liked it. but that's and you know, Cardinals baseball. That was what I remember of St. Louis. So it was a good time, and I just can't believe it's been this long since I haven't been back. But I'm sure looking forward to this trip.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're gonna love it. St. Louis is a great city. I'm biased because I'm from St. Louis, but it's definitely my favorite to get to go back home and play shows there. And we're actually playing a show the night before Freedom Jam as well in St. Louis at the Midwestern. So it'll be fun. We'll get a whole little St. Louis weekend.
That's going to be a blast. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, speaking of a blast, it's sure fun playing your music. Let's get one on the radio and let the folks hear one of your latest singles. It's called Flower Girl. So tell us about this one.
Yeah, this is the first love song that I have ever really written or put out. And it was kind of came from actually watching one of my friends start dating this guy, and he was just so good to her and would bring her flowers over all the time. Mm-hmm. And at one point I had said to her, I was like, "You're such a flower girl now, like you're just always getting flowers." And as soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh, I have to write that song. That's a song." So I wrote it with my friends Haley Payne and Gracia, and we wrote it pretty quickly and kind of just talked about all of our different, you know, relationships we've been through and situations and such. Wrote that little song, and I knew I wanted to put it out as soon as we wrote it.
That's
so
awesome.
We got it out, and
you mentioned Haley Payne. I've got some of her music too. Might have to play her tonight since I got you on the program. And,
oh my gosh, you should.
Yeah, we'll
give
her.
Yeah, like one of my very best friends.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll give her a shout out. We might as well play a song of hers tonight on the program.
Yeah,
too.
There you go.
So, how did you guys meet?
Really funny story, actually. The one year that I went to college in Kentucky, I was in a sorority with her sister. Mm-hmm. So whenever I moved to Nashville, Haley had moved to Nashville around the same time, and her sister had told her about me, and we like DM'd each other on Instagram and got coffee and have been like best friends ever since. So we write together like probably at least once a week. So Haley's song Endin' Boyfriend that she put out a few months ago, we wrote that one together.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. Well, that's a neat story. And I'll tell you what, I love playing the women of country music. You know, you probably see it or hear it too about how women don't get enough airplay on the radio and this and that. Mm-hmm. But I sure do love playing you guys. And I believe there's plenty of room for everybody in the world of country music. And you're following in the footsteps of some great people that's come up over the years, like Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, and then just recently, how about this young lady named Lainey Wilson?
Yes.
Just absolutely, 100%. Just absolutely killing it in the world of country music. And we played her as an independent artist. Things a Man Ought to Know just really took off for her. And that's your hope as well, isn't it? That somebody will just love the song so much and the story behind it, like we play on the radio and get to hear on these interviews, that they'll stream it so much that the right ears are going to notice it, and then it's on from there, isn't it?
Exactly. Sometimes it just takes one song, one person hearing it, whatever. So, I appreciate you playing my music and supporting all the women in country because, like you said, we need that. So thank you.
Well, and we give a big shout out to all of the radio stations, not just one that plays this program, but about 15 others along with it. So you're definitely going to get heard this next week after the show is done tonight live. It's going to be recorded and everything's going to go to them as well. So.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
You are welcome. How about Flower Girl from Molly Lovett on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Sorry's real pretty when it comes wrapped in a bouquet. Forgive and forget me nots don't always make it okay. Self-incrimination displayed in a vase, and I couldn't see them any other way. than something that dies just as quick as it came. And I thought that would never change, but now you got me crazy for daisies, thinking that maybe they could be just because you showed me I shouldn't settle. I'm done picking petals. He loved me not. Roses are red, violets are blue. I was never a flower girl till I met you. Suddenly stupid love letters ain't so cliche. February 14th ain't just another day. I was always the type to hate PDA, didn't think people actually kissed in the rain. But now you got me crazy for daisies, thinking that maybe they could be just because you showed me I shouldn't settle. I'm done picking petals. He loved me not. Roses are red, violets are blue. I was never a flower girl till I met you. But now you got me crazy for daisies, thinking that maybe they could be just because you showed me I shouldn't settle. I'm done picking petals. I like what I got. Now my dress is white, borrowed something blue. Never needed a flower girl, but now I do. I do.
How about the latest single from Molly Lovett? It is called Flower Girl, co-written with her good friend Haley Payne right there, and absolutely love that. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, good song. You're getting lots of good feedback in the chat room. My wife said hi, and Molly said happy birthday, honey. So,
yes.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yesterday was a fun day. Every day's fun with her, but it is fun to get out of the studio and go have some fun. We had a blast yesterday hanging out in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and me and you've been talking off the air, and we got to we're going to get together in September, but I look forward to that. It's going to be fun to actually get to put a face and a hug to Miss Molly Lovett. So.
Yes, I can't wait.
Absolutely. Hey, let's talk for a minute about your musical influences. We mentioned some of the women in country music that are really killing it right now, but you've got others like, well, Taylor Swift. She went pop, but she killed it in country music for about 10 years. Maren Morris, Carrie Underwood. So it says that you aspire to embody the beauty, power, grace, and reliability that her idols have so effortlessly portrayed to their fans.
Yes, 100%. Taylor has been, even though, like you said, she is not really country anymore. Just her as a businesswoman, a songwriter, everything she's done with her career has been very inspirational. She's very, very smart businesswoman for sure. So I definitely look up to her, and I got to see her in concert this year, which was so great. I went twice actually in Nashville.
You got Taylor Swift tickets? Come on.
I did. It was actually it was really crazy when they went on sale. I was in surgery. I had to get a shoulder surgery this past year. Mm-hmm. And so I told my dad and my bass player, I was like, it's all on you guys. You have to get me tickets to Taylor. And they ended up both getting to the tickets. So I got to go twice.
I
got lucky.
Sounds like they're the ticket master.
They really were.
That's awesome.
Women in country, really, I've always just looked up to them, and I know you talked about Lainey.
Yeah.
I got to meet Lainey last year, kind of right before she really, really took off, and the whole world was, singing along with her and knew her. And she's always been very supportive of me and really a kind, good person, and obviously a great talent. So definitely look up to her.
I can see that in her because we watch TikTok a lot, and that's where I discover a lot of artists like you. And, we didn't meet you that way, but I have several times this has happened. Just recently, I interviewed Brian Dinkins a couple of weeks ago on the program, found him on TikTok. He's got 3 singles out right now, and that's it. But he's super, super good. But, we're scrolling through TikTok a lot, and we see a lot of stuff of Lainey Wilson and other country music artists. And she gets this little girl from the audience come up with her on stage and everything, and I think they signed a guitar and give it to her and all that kind of cool stuff. So, that little girl like that, 5, 6, 7 years old, will never forget that, will she?
Oh, never. That's what's so cool about our jobs as, country music artists. Like, we have this power to kind of, change people's lives, or even change people's night, and make somebody happy, put a smile on their face, and it's really, really cool.
You went to Tim McGraw at 5 years old, that concert, your very first one, and you probably still remember a lot of that, if not all of it, to this day.
Oh yeah, I mean, yes, I feel like every concert is a different, really, really neat experience that you get to have, for sure.
And it makes an impact on you, so much so that you want to do something similar to what they're doing, and that's cool too. And I could see that in that little girl. She's like looking at Lainey Wilson like, I'm going to do this one day.
Yes, it's so neat.
So, they're mentoring those people right there on stage and maybe not even realizing it.
100%, yes, for sure.
So, more power to the women of country. I absolutely love that.
Yes.
Well, we're going to meet a lot of great women and men of country music when we come to see you in Freedom Jam September 30th. If you haven't got your tickets, go to freedomjamusa.com. They're on the sponsors tab of our website as well at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that sponsors tab. We got a bunch of them on there. But Freedom Jam USA is one of the top ones, so double tap that logo and it'll take you to their website and get your tickets. VIP tickets are $50 and general admission, I think, is all that's left. They're $30. So it's well worth a great cause to support the veterans. 100% go to the veterans and first responders, and you're going to hear New Country's Best played over there as well, and it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to get to MC some of that. There's going to be a car show. There's going to be barbecue. I mean, I was in on the barbecue. So
me too.
I'm just going to try not to make a mess on my white shirt that I'm planning on wearing. So might have to wear a bib or bib overalls before I go on stage. But it's going to be
let's do a little outfit change. Yep.
I'll be just like you guys. I have to change outfits before I get up there.
Yep.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. Can I use your tour bus in your closet?
There you go. Yep, 100%.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure talking to you tonight, Miss Molly. Where would you prefer folks to find you on social media so they can check you out some more?
Yeah, I am on all of the things. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, mollyloveit.com is the website. I have all of my tour dates. I also have the tickets to Freedom Jam linked on my website. I also have a fan club. So if you want to be in the know with things that are coming up, or if we're coming to your city, you can join the fan club on my website too.
That is awesome. Molly Lovett, you are a hit on this radio station and a bunch of others. We sure appreciate your time tonight. Be safe out there on the road, because we definitely want to see you September the 30th, and we will have the time of our lives. I guarantee you it's going to be fun. We did an award show back in 2014. We still got Lula Bradbury in our chat room tonight from Indianapolis, Indiana, that we met at that show, and she has listened to this radio station since 2014. So 9 out of my 10 years we've known Lula. She flew from Indianapolis here to Branson, spent a week with us, sit right beside me, requesting songs for me to play on the radio, and we just had a great time. So
aww, that's awesome.
Those are the kind of relationships we love to do, and that's why we do this thing in radio. It's about who you meet along the way and helping them get started.
100%. That's life. We all got to help each other out, be there for each other.
This next song is called Better Than You. Tell us about it real quick.
Yeah, this was actually one of the very first songs that I co-wrote when I moved to Nashville. I wrote it with Matt Fredrickson and Raya Butler, and this was kind of the phase of a breakup where I was feeling just a little sassy. I wasn't happy with how things ended, and I needed to get that out. So
yeah, that's
I wrote this song.
I can do better than you.
Uh-huh.
I love it. Well, I don't know if we can do much better than Molly Lovett. This show's 3 hours long. We got 2 more hours to play some great country music, but you sure make it, young lady.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
We appreciate the time tonight. Better Than You, Molly Lovett on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's back.
You're not breaking my heart like it ain't been broke before. You're just a scratch on the back of a record not playing no more. Go ahead and run your mouth, dragging my name around town. You can try to talk you up, but you can't bring me down. Can't get no lower than I was with you. Coming out on top and breaking through. When I move on, I move fast, good and gone, not coming back. When you see me out with someone new, just know I'm doing a whole lot better than you. I'm feeling more like myself than I did with you in this time. I know what I want like I did when I said goodbye. Go ahead and run your mouth, dragging my name around town. You might have been there and then, but you ain't here and now. Can't get no lower than I was with you. Coming out on top and breaking through. When I move on, I move fast, good and gone, not coming back. When you see me out with someone new, just know I'm doing a whole lot better than you. Didn't know what you had when you had it. Now you can't have it. Can't get no lower than I was with you. Coming out on top and breaking through. When I move on, I move fast, good and gone, not coming back. When you see me out with someone new, when you see me out enjoying the view, I'm doing a whole lot better than you. A whole lot better than you.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
There's 4 more hours till midnight. I'm a little buzzed, not gonna lie. All of my friends are in this bar, swaying to the sound of a steel guitar, just trying to make a night to remember. Even if I don't remember it, if I'm gonna be another year older, sure as hell ain't gonna be sober. Here's to a headache in the morning, a red dress stained with bourbon. I don't need no confetti or cake, just a couple bottles of champagne, free drinks and kissing strangers. I might regret this later. stage. Got the whole crowd up and singing my name. When sixes start turning into nines, that's my cue to say goodnight. Here's to a headache in the morning, a red dress stained with bourbon. I don't need no confetti or cake, just a couple bottles of champagne. Free drinks and kissing strangers. I might regret this later, when the sun comes up and the night's over. Cheers to a birthday hangover. Here's to a headache in the morning, a red dress stained with bourbon. I don't need no confetti or cake, just another bottle of champagne. Free drinks and kissing strangers. I might regret this later, but here's to a headache in the morning, a red dress stained with bourbon. I don't need no confetti or cake, just a couple bottles of champagne. Free drinks and kissing strangers. I might regret this later, when the sun comes up and the night's over. Cheers to a birthday hangover. Here's to a birthday hangover. Cheers to a birthday hangover.
She's originally from St. Louis, Missouri, now living in Nashville, Tennessee. Our good friend, Miss Molly Lovett. She goes, hey, why don't we dedicate that song to your lovely wife, Brenda, who had her 29th birthday again yesterday. Yeah, she did. Absolutely. I know better than tell a woman's real age. Birthday hangover from Molly Lovett. She says, I bet you still hangover from that birthday yesterday. We were, though. It was a food hangover at the Italian restaurant we went to yesterday. It was amazing. And she brought a take-home box today, and so we had a little food hangover from the birthday yesterday. Happy birthday again, honey, and we appreciate Molly Lovett for hanging out with us and helping us celebrate tonight on New Music Monday. What a fantastic artist she is. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show, live from the Tim Kelly Studio in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We got another great radio interview at the bottom half of this second hour. It will be Matt Winters joining us on the program tonight. Great Christian country gospel music. We'll get to hear the stories behind his songs as well. But how about we kick off hour number 2 with this artist from Team Blake of NBC's The Voice. His name is Jay Coote. The song is called Be For You. That is the number, or the letter B, the number 4, and the letter U. Be For You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, new country's best on New Music Monday.
I won't lie, there was a few close calls and almost maybes. They all made me who I am. Before you, I was sure that I was living, didn't know what I was missing, till I got to be your man. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew. Before you, the sky was blue, but it wasn't blue. My heart beat, but it wasn't beat. Way it is right now, if I'm wrapped up in your arms, I ain't ever coming down. sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew before
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country. New country.
My rear view seen more Maybelline than the one over my bathroom sink. 'Cause every day I'm running out that door. And you can always find me walking in 5 minutes late, coffee in hand, blaming traffic on I-24. All the other girls my age have got it all more together. I feel like I'm on a different page now more than ever. Everyone else is buying houses, got a 10% and settling down with their spouses in town with their perfect picket pearly white fences. I can't help it, I'm jealous, but at the same time, man, it really makes sense. If there's a timeline for finding your way, it's just like me to be running late. Well, I know they say life ain't a race, but I'm always on a slower pace, watching everyone leave me in the dust. The 90s babies got babies of their own. By the time I do, there's a law be grown. I'm so behind, I swear I'll never catch up. Everyone else is buying houses, got a 10% and settling down with their spouses in town with their perfect picket pearly white fences. I can't help it, I'm jealous, but at the same time, man, it really makes sense. If there's a timeline for finding your way, it's just like me to be running late. Yeah. Running late. Well, maybe they're all just early, and maybe I'm right on time. Well, they got their own clock, and I got mine. Everyone else is buying houses, got a 10% and settling down with their spouses in town with their perfect picket pearly white fences. I can't help it, I'm jealous, but at the same time, man, it really makes sense. If there's a timeline for finding your way, it's just like me to be running late. Yeah, running late. Oh, yeah. If there's a timeline for finding your way, it's just like me to be running late.
That is the best friend of a young lady named Molly Lovett, who we interviewed tonight. That is Miss Haley Payne. It is Hayley. If you want to find Haley Payne, that is a great tune called Running Late. Well, if you're running late, that's all right. Come on into our live interactive chat room. We're live on our website right now at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. We'll be live over there tomorrow night as well. We'll start at 7 p.m. Central Time with a show we call 2 for Tuesday. That means every artist on the program gets played 2 times in a row. That's how we do it on 2 for Tuesday. Well, we have actually met this next artist a couple of times. Just recently, again in Springfield, Missouri, at the Southbound Bar and Grill. He is our good friend, originally from Texas, now living in Oklahoma, Jake Worthington. This is called Closing Time on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
It ain't the stories that old jukebox tells. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball felt. Ain't how the neon shines through a smoke-filled room. Ain't hard to understand what keeps me on this stool. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing a day and half a night to make half a man feel half alright. And when I hear last call, I'll get to leave this place. Oh, but as it sits, I still see your face. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing time. That old jukebox tells. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball field.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
She looks good, I mean real good. She got that thing about her, she got that glow around her. It's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe you can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore.
Her eyes shine through the faded ain't everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off, her name's in a heart at the bottom. There's a tear stain down the middle where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ain't everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. No, she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ain't everything about it's bittersweet. Because she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. Yeah, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I mean real good.
His name is Randall King. He is from the great state of Texas. That is called In the Picture. Well, picture this. In a couple of more songs, we'll have Mike Winters here for a great radio interview on the Tim Kelly Show as well. Well, you know, there's lots of cowboys in the state of Texas. This next female artist is also from Texas, but her name is Jenna Paulette, and the title of this song is called You Ain't No Cowboy. She ought to know on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
You blew in like a Cheyenne wind, blue green eyes with a whiskey grin. It's almost like you knew I had a heart to steal. Yeah, we danced till the lights came on, kissed me slow to a George Strait song. I had no doubt that you were the real deal. You got the hair, you got the cattle, you put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots, scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all. They don't treat you like the next town. Call it home for a couple sundowns. Take your love, then head down the interstate. They don't make promises they can't keep. Don't say 3 words they don't mean. They don't end it with a text from Santa Fe. Cowboys ain't that way. You got the hair, you got the cattle, you put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots, scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots and scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all.
Number one for today's country. New music discovery.
Some horses weren't meant to be broke, aren't fit to be rode. We're born to buck if you get too close, and some horses need places to run till their days are done. Wide open and wild, just chasing the sun. You can see their manes afloat, never knowing where they're going. Only thing for sure is their path leads up and down a lonely trail, and for them it never fails. They will leave love in the dust to roam free. Some horses will take you down if you bet 'em, kick you in the heart if you let 'em, softly touch you in a way you can't forget 'em. You can see their manes aglow, never know where they're going. Only thing for sure is their path leads up and down a lonely trail, and for them it never fails. They will leave love in the dust to roam free. You can see their manes aglow, never know where they're going. Only thing for sure is their path leads up and down a lonely trail, and for them it never fails. They will leave love in the dust to just roam free. Some horses weren't meant to be broke, aren't fit to be rode, weren't meant to be tied. Take it from me, I tried. Some horses
That is brand new music for you from Daryl Perry. His D-E-R-R-Y-L is how you spell Daryl, and that is called Some Horses. My wife goes, "What was that song you played on the last show?" Well, I opened with it, so she had to go back and hear the replay of it. You can do that too. All the replays of our show are available on our website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that Spreaker radio player. But we are live on it right now, and we're going to have a guy by the name of Matt Winters join us right after this next song. It is called Broke It from Annika Katharina. She is from Vancouver, British Columbia, on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Monday.
Time, so why did we hold on innocent, amateur and young. We couldn't handle every promise that we made, but we both knew back then we couldn't walk away. We were crying outside your parents' house, trying to figure out who to blame. I knew it all along, I couldn't give it away. If you're looking for my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one who broke it. Another year gone by, and when I close my eyes, I see you in the top-down Jeep, singing Sweet Child of Mine. When I'm driving down the back roads by your house, yeah, I wonder, are you better now? If you're looking for my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one who broke it. The first one who broke it. Would have traded anything just to do it all again. Get my heart back from the one that never loved me like he did. If you're looking for my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one. For my heart, I lost it long ago. And the worst part is he doesn't even know that it's killing me inside, that I still haven't let him go. And my heart still belongs to the first one who broke it.
Once again, her name is Annika Katharina. She is from Vancouver, British Columbia, working with my good buddy Mr. Clyde Hill, who is promoting her, former manager of Nickelback, Me and May, and a whole lot of great other country music people. And Nickelback wasn't country, but everybody still talks about them to this day. But that is Annika Katharina and her debut single called Broke It. My name is Tim Kelly. We got Matt Winters with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, Tim. How are you?
Doing fantastic, man. Thanks for being here tonight. I've been looking forward to this one, and I know you guys have too. And my good buddy Brian Harrison that hooked us up tonight is sharing and liking the show, and your wife as well. So I appreciate all that, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you having me.
And yeah, and maybe they're tuned in live behind the scenes, so that's always good. And social media is a really, really neat thing to get people tuned into internet radio now and get heard on 15 radio stations. How about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You make some great country gospel music, and so we're going to talk about that tonight. You're calling from Alabama. Tell me the name of the town again.
Millport,
Alabama, and you said you knew where Boaz was. My wife's listening in the other room of the studio and in our chat room tonight. She lived in Boaz, Alabama for a little bit.
Yeah, we're about an hour, west of Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa. How big a town's Millport?
Oh man, if you blink, you'll miss it.
Okay, stoplight or stop sign?
We've got a caution light.
Caution light.
Stoplight.
I got a caution light for this show. How about that? So we got that going on. Hey, Branson's not very big. It's only a little over 10,000 population, and but it attracts about 8 million people a year come through here.
Right.
And
right.
Live show capital of the world. There are more theater seats in Branson, Missouri than on Broadway in New York City. So plenty of places to watch live music, and I sure do love doing the live shows out of this town. It has been a fun ride the last 10 years, but you meet a lot of great people along the way, and I know you're going to be a great person to talk to tonight. It'll be our first radio interview, but I'm sure it won't be our last.
I hope not.
Yeah, absolutely. We love your music, and you got a new single coming out September the 10th, too. You was just telling me so.
Yes, yeah. Jesus is the Door is written by Brian Harrison and Tim Mordecai.
Okay.
It's going to be released to supposedly over 1,200 stations.
Wow.
So, yeah, looking forward to it.
That'll do it. That'll get you out there. That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, you got a picture of a bunch of CDs in a box, and I'm sure you've been giving those out to people or selling some of those, hopefully, too, of your country gospel music. How long you been doing this country gospel music?
Man, about, I guess heavy for about maybe 2 years. I played with a country and southern rock band for the better part of 15 years. And we played all over the South. Actually played in Nashville. We opened at CMA Fest for Gretchen Wilson in 2014.
Is that right?
Yeah, B.B. King's play. And, man, the stories I could tell, I mean, just some of them you probably wouldn't want to hear, but, but I got saved, man. I got saved 3 years ago, and, I left that lifestyle behind that I was living. It was just a conviction of mine. It was hard for me to go into a bar or a nightclub or somewhere and sing, Whiskey Bent and Hellbound on Saturday night and then go to church on Sunday morning and sing, Midnight Cry or something. It was, so I quit, probably for about a year, really. And, I got hooked up with Bob Sellers, as a matter of fact, which was the lead singer for the Kingsman Quartet for about 7 years. We had Bob at our homecoming at our church, and man, we hit it off. And he's from Gordo, Alabama, which is 25, 30 minutes down the road, and I'd never met this cat in my life, and I'm like, how have we lived 30 minutes apart? And I've never, didn't know who you were or where you even existed, really. But, man, we just hit it off, and
wow.
We started fishing together and hunting together and actually singing together. And Bob was like, man, you need to do something. You should do something. And I'm like, well, and he's guided me a lot through this whole process. He's helped me out so much with it. And it's just been I hated to get out of music, but just how God works, just brought me back in doing his work, and man, I couldn't be more excited about it.
Well, I just recently interviewed a country gospel group who just rebranded themselves. They sent me a song here just this week, and they're called Small Town Sunday. So kind of the similar story to yours. They grew up in a small town, and they're a country gospel group, and of course, go to church every Sunday. So they thought, hey, Small Town Sunday's a pretty cool name. So I thought that was fitting as well, and so be looking out for them as well. I get a lot of gospel music pitched to me, and there's some really good stuff. I was especially intrigued by yours, though. It is so well done. So congratulations on everything you got going on.
Well, thank you. I sure appreciate it.
And the reason I do these radio interviews is to hear the stories behind those songs, and I love your story already, getting saved like that and turning your life around, and and having to take even a year off, and sometimes maybe it might be even longer than that for a lot of artists. I've heard even longer, away from music and then getting back into it, but to reevaluate things and your life and why you're doing this and all of that. So it's just an awesome story, man. You sound like the real deal, and that's what I love about the indie artist too.
Well, man, we're just like I tell anybody when I go sing anywhere, I'm just your ordinary everyday guy. I guess you could call us a redneck. That's what everybody calls us down here.
Well, I was going to say Southern because I was going to ask you this. You're probably born and raised in Alabama. You got the accent.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'm not the one with the accent. You're the one.
I'm the one, right? Yeah. Every once in a while, the South will jump in my mouth, too. Believe me. I was raised in Missouri, actually.
Missouri. Used to come up there turkey hunting.
Oh, okay.
A good bit, man. We used to have some good times up there.
Well, you would love Branson if you've never been here. Live show capital of the world, and you'll see why when you get here. There's a lot of places to play. They'd love you here too.
Well, I'd love to come up there.
You know, and this is called the Bible Belt, by the way. And in fact, I've got an artist with a song called Bible Belt. I might play her tonight, but yeah, this is, and they absolutely love the country and being in the church on Sunday, and we got a lot of that here in Branson. They support our veterans in every show, have them stand up and pay homage to each branch of the military, the Coast Guard, and all of that. So you would fit in well here in Branson.
That's great.
Yeah. So what was it like growing up in Alabama? I'm sure there's a lot of inspiration down there to write a country song, because this group Alabama did it, and they're celebrating 50 years of doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's just country, man. You just you have to try really hard to stay out of trouble, because there's really nothing to do. Mm-hmm. You know, where we're at, it's just dirt roads, and you know, we're just out in the country, but like everybody else, we're 5 minutes from a Dollar General or something.
Right.
You know.
We've got a lot of those here too.
Yeah.
And you mentioned some of the country life things that happen. You know, turkey hunting. People like to deer hunt. I love to largemouth bass fish. I love that about being around this area. It's the Tri-Lakes area. So we got trout fishing in Taneycomo. We got Table Rock Lake that goes clear down into Arkansas, and then you got Bull Shoals Lake. All of those come together. And
right.
So yeah, there's plenty of that outdoorsy stuff here to do in the Ozarks too. It's a blast.
I bet.
Now, do you have any children, you and your wife?
Yes. Okay. Actually, we have 4.
4? Okay.
Got one that's daughter, Anna B. She's out on her own now. We're actually kind of empty nesters, I guess you'd say. I've got one that's a senior in high school, one that's a junior, and I've got a son that's actually playing college football at Mississippi College in Clinton, Mississippi.
Well, there you go. I love that. I'm a big sports fan. I'm Kansas City Chiefs is my professional football team, and we're actually going to be streaming the Kansas City Chiefs games on Sunday, and of course they play Thursday night for the home opener, and that's going to be on the tab of our website at KICR Indie Country Radio. They just partnered with Branson, Missouri a couple of weeks ago, inked a deal as their vacation destination. The official vacation spot of the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be Branson. So I thought, well, how cool would it be to be the official radio station in Branson that carries the Chiefs games? So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, for sure. I like the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I do.
Absolutely. They're pretty good. They've won a Super Bowl or 2 here lately.
That's right.
So it's always good to go with the winner, and that's why I had you on the program tonight, man. I'll ship the rings out later, okay? But I just wanted to ask you about your family, because I want to ask this. Out of those 4 children that you have, are any of them musically inclined and kind of want to follow in Dad's footsteps one day and make music, or are they doing it now maybe?
No. I think they're all at the stage where you couldn't get them up in front of anybody if you had to. You know?
Stage fright maybe.
Yes, yeah.
That stage lasts a while sometimes.
Eli, he's playing football for Mississippi College now. He does. Yeah. He'll pick up a guitar a little bit and play a little bit, sing a little bit. He comes, and when he's home, we'll get together and play a little bit. But it's not much. It's just my whole family, man. Let's say my dad's family. Were just gospel music people, man. It was just the whole family. They were Bryants, and the whole family. They either played a fiddle, a guitar, a mandolin, something. And I remember as a kid, going to these homecomings at churches, and the whole family was playing, and they would sing. I mean, the whole family. There was nobody in I guess you'd say my elder family that didn't play and sing, and just you look back now and you think that, man, that's you can't believe all that's gone, because there's only maybe a couple of those people that are even still alive, you know. But it's just amazing that, I mean, how much they and they loved it too. They didn't do it for any other reason but because they loved it. You know, they did it for the glory of God, and they just enjoyed doing it.
Well, and I interview so many artists. I've done hundreds of these over the last 10 years. I'm doing 2 a show just to get you guys in here so you don't have to wait so long to get on the program, too. And I love doing that. But I've talked to so many artists that, you know, are just making regular country music, not even gospel music, that grew up singing in church. And that's how they kind of got started in their love for music, and then, you know, eventually go into country music because of some of the stories that it tells and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, and so I really think that's neat. You know, the parents are raising these kids right. So many young ones today are influenced still to this day by artists like Patsy Cline and George Jones and Conway Twitty and all these greats that we grew up listening to on the country radio.
Absolutely.
So, and doing their part to keep traditional country music alive. I love that as well. I'm sure you do too.
Yes, yeah, I do.
Speaking of that, what did you listen to growing up on country radio? Probably some of them names I just mentioned, but...
Man, yes, George Jones, Travis Tritt, George Strait, man, you name it. Anybody back then. It was just Merle Haggard, of course. I mean, just Clint Black. I mean, go on and on. Diamond Rio, Shannon Doe. Man, just...
Oh, man, you're talking about some good stuff.
Yeah. And of course, you know, the newer, of course, Chris Stapleton, of course, man. We always love him.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, I was watching the CMA Awards one night when he first came out and he first got nominated. I think he wore out a pair of boots going up on that stage so many times, getting some trophies. Super good.
For sure. Real good call.
Sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl last year in Arizona when the Chiefs won, too. So, and just tore it up.
It was good. Yeah. It was
good. Hey, speaking of playing sports, I was going to ask you, what position does your son play?
Well, he's going to be starting this year. He was redshirted last year. He's going to be starting all special teams this year. And if I'm telling this right, I think he moved from 7th string linebacker to 2nd string linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah. He played linebacker and running back in high school as well. He transferred here from the little 1A school that's just about a mile from the house, South Lamar High School. Transferred and played his senior year at Heritage Academy in Columbus, Mississippi, which is about 25 minutes, and they actually won a state championship.
Nice. What's his stats? Is he a big boy, like 6'5", 230 pounds? What?
He's about 6 foot, 190, something like that.
There you go.
See how. I mean, he will eat you slap out of the house. I don't know where he puts it, but he's all muscle.
I'm the oldest of 5 boys, and we all did that too. I don't know how mom and dad fed 5 boys and how you do it with 4 children. You know, in this economy and in the times that we live in now, gas is $3.50 a gallon, stuff like that. You know, and we all know what milk and that other bread and all that other stuff costs going to the grocery store. I can't imagine feeding that many children, and then one that's eating's his part-time job when he's not playing football. He got to refuel.
That's right. He does a good job of it too.
Yeah, does a good job. Well, I'll tell you what, I want to play one of your songs right now. You got A Broken Man Like Me, so tell us the story behind this one, and we'll play some Matt Winters.
Well, when we started this, I didn't know what I really wanted to record. I was very fortunate to, like I say, to have Bob help me along the way, and Brian. Man, I got several songs sent to me from Christian country people in Nashville, and they would email me songs, and they'd say pick you out one, you know, and or 2 or whatever, and see which ones you like the best, and man, we want to get you to record them. And I didn't like any of them. I mean, they didn't fit me, they didn't speak to me, you know, and I really didn't know what I was going to do. And Brian, I'd actually contacted him. Brian and I used to cross paths a lot and play country music here and there together. And, you know, we kind of lost touch for several years. And I knew that Brian had written several songs. And I said, you know, I'm going to reach out to Brian and see if he's got anything that he'd let me record. It hadn't been recorded. And, of course, I mean, Calvary and Jesus is the Door are the two songs that he wrote. And, man, as soon as I heard them, you know, I was like, man, that's it. My wife and I both, we just knew that that was me. But A Broken Man Like Me, I was actually riding down the road one day, and Bob called me, and he said, have you ever heard a song called A Broken Man Like Me? I said, no, I don't think I have. He said, I'm fixing to send it to you. You need to record this one. He said, it is you made over. He said, it fits you. And he said, if you're driving down the road right now, he said, you fixing to have church in that truck cab. And man, he sent it to me, and I listened to it, and man, it was just, the lyrics were just great. And that's why I titled the album A Broken Man Like Me, and added that song because you know, I think there's a point in time in your life, in everybody's life, where you're broke, and it's, you know, the main one out of all three, whether it's financial, physical, or spiritual. You know, I've been all three.
Yeah.
But the worst for sure is spiritually. And man, this song right here just speaks, man. It speaks for itself.
It was the first song that I heard when I got the email from you, so I was sold after that, and then I heard the others and loaded them all up for radio airplay too. I do this show on Thursdays when I'm off of my other gig, and I do triple play Thursdays, so you get 3 in a row. We're going to give you 3 in a row tonight. I'm going to play them, and then you got a brand new one that we'll be able to play on September the 10th too. Now, on that Broken Man Like Me, how many songs are on that album?
There's 6.
6. Okay. 6 I that was actually the picture that I was able to grab to promote the interview tonight, was that box full of CDs with a pretty good picture of you on there. So we used that one, but I'll tell you what, I'm sure looking forward to hearing the other 3 that I don't have. So that's good stuff. We'll talk about where to get their hands on them here in a little bit, but we're going to play it right now for the folks. It is Matt Winters, A Broken Man Like Me, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio on New Music Monday.
I don't have that much to give, or so it seems. Just a farm kid from the country was all I thought I'd ever be. But he saved me and he spoke to me to share the gospel truth. And I wonder why he chose me. There's so little I can do. There's so many stories throughout the Bible that I read. Its purpose is fulfilling from the simplest of things. But if he can use some rugged wood and those 3 old rusty nails, if he can use the fallen walls inside a pagan Roman jail, if he can use a storm-tossed fishing boat on the Sea of Galilee, then he can use a simple searching, wounded, hurting, broken man like me. When I was lost, I sowed my oats, drank more than a few. But since God reached out for me, I've learned a thing or two. It's not the tools he uses, it's the power in his touch. And I remind myself when I start thinking I'm not all that much. But if he can use some rugged wood and those 3 old rusty nails, if he can use the fallen walls inside a pagan Roman jail, if he can use a storm-tossed fishing boat on the Sea of Galilee, then he can use a simple searching, wounded, hurting, broken man like me. I'm not the greatest man, but I don't have to be. But if he can use some rugged wood and those 3 old rusty nails, if he can use the fallen walls inside a pagan Roman jail, if he can use a storm-tossed fishing boat on the Sea of Galilee, then he can use a simple searching, wounded, hurting, broken man like me. Oh, yes, he can. A broken man like me. Like me. Ooh.
Once again, his name is Matt Winters. That is called A Broken Man Like Me. That is the title track to his latest album. 6-song CD on there. And we'll talk about where to get your hands on it here in a little bit if you want to hear more from him. And we're going to hear 2 more from you tonight. So, man, that's good stuff.
Good deal. Thank you.
Yeah, you nailed it on that song. And, it's just simple music and so well done, but the lyrics are so powerful.
For sure, yeah.
I love that song, and so I'm glad we made this connection tonight and got you on the program. And again, thank you to our buddy Brian Harrison. I've known Brian for a long, long time, and I know we've been friends on social media. I want to say that I've interviewed him before, too, on this program as an artist. So, but, yeah, super, super talented songwriter, obviously, and working and putting good stuff like that out there for you.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. He is.
Now, we talked a little bit off the air, and I'll let you tell what you was telling me about Michael Jackson and all that here in a minute, but where did you go to record this stuff?
Well, man, it was split up a lot. I got Josh Jenkins from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, to actually build the tracks to a lot of these. And once Josh was finished with them, I took them and actually recorded vocals to these in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, at a studio called Renelk Music. Owner is John Kleiner.
Okay.
And how did you come up with Renelk? He said, well, think about it. It's Kleiner spelled backwards. I said,
huh. Okay.
But John had moved here from California, man. He had worked on producing the album Thriller with Michael Jackson. He's recorded tons of big names. I read his whole biography when I got hooked up with him, but he moved here and he actually works for the University of Alabama now.
Wow. And
he kind of does this on the side, and Bob actually hooked me up with him. I keep saying Bob, but man, he pointed me in a lot of good directions, and I got up with him to record vocals and background vocals. Bob went over with me and recorded some background vocals to some of them, and he was just, man, he was great. Just laid back. It was just it was a good good experience. So I finished that, and Josh Jenkins actually finished the mixing and mastering of all the tracks after we done that, and Bob actually done the graphics for the whole CD, the whole album cover, the inside. He pretty much did the whole thing as far as graphics, and there again, Bob hooks me up with WTS Media, which printed the albums, and man, they've been great to work with. I will tell you a little funny though. My first order went great. Everything was fine. Sold out. Reordered. So I'm halfway through selling these, and I go in the drugstore, a local drugstore here, and one of the ladies in there say, "Hey, do you have a CD with you? I want to buy one." I said, "Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do." So I got her one, and man, she was tickled to death. So I'm mowing grass the next day, and my phone rings, and man, I've answered so many "your car insurance is expired" phone calls.
Me too.
If my phone rings, I answer it because it may be somebody wanting to book me or whatever, search or anywhere. And this local number pops up, so I cut the mower off and answer it, and it's the lady from the drugstore. And she says, "Matt?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "This is so-and-so from the drugstore." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Honey?" She said, "That's not you on that CD." And, I kind of may have thrown my shoulders back a little, thought, yeah, he thinks it's good. No, I can't believe that's you. And I said, "Yes, ma'am, that's me." And he said, "No, honey, that's not you." And I said, "Yes, ma'am, that's me." And finally she says, "No, honey, you don't understand. There's a woman singing Christmas carols on my CD." I said, "What?" So, man, I panicked. I ran home, and I opened like 2 or 3 more, and they were fine. They were me, so I went and swapped it. I'm like, I'm thinking this woman's got something wrong. So I get the CD and pop it in my truck, and lo and behold, there's a woman singing Christmas carols.
Wow.
And I called the company, and I'm like, "What is up with this?" They said, "We have no idea. We're so sorry. Every blue moon this happens." But it was just kind of a good fun. I go somewhere and I sell something. Like, now listen, if Dottie Mae so-and-so singing Christmas carols, just hop that in.
That's how Mariah Carey got so much money. She's singing on your CDs. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, I used to play Michael Jackson back in the 80s, and I went to broadcasting school in San Diego. I lived out there for 4 years. I didn't tell you this off the air either, from 86 to 90. And in about 1988, I really developed as a young man my love for radio. There was Rick Dees out there at the time in L.A., and Casey Kasem's American Top 40 and all of that. But when I married my wife from Oklahoma and spent 20 years there, that really developed my love for country radio, and that 90s country was what got me to want to do it. So I'm sure that's a lot of music that has stuck with you over the years, too, from the 90s.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, I'm sure glad that we hooked up. You do great country gospel music. Now, do you write music, and have you written anything that you just haven't recorded yet, or anything in the works?
I haven't. Brian and I have talked about getting together, and with our busy schedule, just trying to get together and seeing what we can come up with for maybe the next album.
Oh, there you go.
So it's in the back of our minds anyway.
Awesome.
I'll say that.
Well, I'll tell you what, keep up the good work. I look forward to hearing the other songs. You're going to release one September the 10th. Hopefully we get to be one of the first radio stations to play it. I love that privilege.
Man, yeah, for sure.
So thank you for your time tonight, Matt. You've been great to talk to. Doors always open. I do one interview with the artist, and I just really kind of getting to know you. But I like what I'm hearing, and I like what I'm hearing from you talking to you tonight. You're a great guy, and I would love to do more than one interview with you. So hit me up anytime.
Man, I'd be glad to. Love to. Enjoy talking to you.
Absolutely. It's been a blast, and maybe one of these days we'll see you in Branson here and meet in person. I would love that, too.
For sure. Hey, I want to say one more thing. My album's been released to all major music platforms, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, YouTube. It's on any of them. So if anybody out there enjoys what they hear, man, I'd appreciate a download. I just hope it touches somebody.
Absolutely, and that was going to be my next question. So what's the easiest way to people to find you? I looked up Matt Winters Band, and that's not you, so I want to make sure we get the right Matt Winters. There's more than one out there hanging out.
Well, I've got a Facebook page.
Okay.
Is one way you can get in touch with me. It's called Matt Winters Ministry.
Okay.
Find me on there. Get up with me if you want to book me somewhere on there. That's probably the best way. And if my wife just said something. Do what? Oh yeah, but you can look me up on anything as far as Spotify, Apple Play, Pandora, YouTube, anything like that. But as far as getting in direct contact with me, just look up Matt Winters Ministry on Facebook.
That sounds good. Matt Winters Ministry is where I'm going to go and follow you over there. I know we're friends on your personal page, but I was going to go over there and follow you on that. And I encourage everybody else to do it. And we're going to share like crazy and appreciate your ministry and what you're doing in making the country gospel music, because it inspires people as well. And you're doing a great, great thing for the world.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Tim.
Absolutely. His name is Matt Winters. This is called The Old Man Is Dead on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio on this New Music Monday.
Now and then an old friend of mine I've not seen in some time will stop by and ask me where I've been, what's on my mind. They wonder why I'm not drinking and still painting this whole town red. I tell them I'm serving Jesus now, and the old man is dead. And the man you see before you may look a lot the same. I may wear the same clothes and have the same old name, but you're looking on the outside. If you could see inside instead, you would see a brand new man, 'cause the old man is dead. I used to live such a wicked life. I had no hope inside. I was lost in darkness, searching for the light. And then one night in a little church, after hearing what the preacher said, I gave my life to Jesus, and the old man is dead. And the man you see before you may look a lot the same. I may wear the same clothes the same old name. But you're looking on the outside. If you could see inside instead, you would see a brand new man, 'cause the old man is dead. But you're looking on the outside. If you could see inside instead, you would see a brand new man, 'cause the old man is dead.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I thought that number one would surely be me. I thought I could be what I wanted to be. I thought I could build on life's sinking sand, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. I thought that I could do a lot on my own. I thought I could make it all alone. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Lord, I can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain's too high and the valley's too wide. Down on my knees, that's where I learn to stand, because I can't even walk without you holding my hand. I think I'll make Jesus my all and all, and if I'm in trouble, on his name I'll call. And if I don't trust him, will I be less of a man? Because I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Lord, I can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain's too high and the
Country gospel music to kick off hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show. What a great guy and a great interview. I just wrapped up with a great artist by the name of Matt Winters. Matt Winters Ministry is where he can be found. Go like him and follow him on Facebook and get the full CD, A Broken Man Like Me. 6 great songs on there. I'm dying to hear the other 3 now, and he's going to release a new one September the 10th. We will have it, and we'll be doing another interview real soon with that gentleman, Matt Winters Ministry. Go check him out. Fantastic artist. Well, as we mentioned earlier in the program today, yesterday was my wife's birthday. She turned 29 again yesterday, and she got a happy birthday wish from this next artist. The song I'm about to play was played at our wedding as well, and I said that to an artist about a week ago in an interview. If you want to make a hit song that somebody's going to remember, make one that they'll play at their wedding. They'll never forget it, and all their fans and people that were at the wedding will remember it for the rest of their lives as well. Well, this gentleman did it for us. He's our good buddy Jonathan Lynn. This is called You're All I Need on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Someone like you ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling, you're all I need. When I first saw you, my eyes behold, who is this beauty with a heart of gold? But I knew then, before it began, you weren't just a lover, you'd be my best friend. I'll never find someone like you ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling, you're all I need. Life ain't easy, sometimes so rough. Others always run when things got too tough. But you took my hand, you promised your love. I knew you'd be there till the end. I'll never find someone like you, ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Just trust me, my darling, 'cause you're all I need. Just trust me, my darling, 'cause you're all I
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
And this is my kind of country. New country.
New country.
New country.
We said goodbye 3 years ago today. you away.
My good friend Dusty Lee Houston from Nashville, Tennessee. A hit song she wrote about her father called 99 Halos. Absolutely love that. And how about the women of country music again? Powerful vocals that young lady has right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, how about next, my good friend Mr. Stevie Lee Woods. He performs live at the Branson Star Theater with the Nashville Roadhouse Live Show. He is the headliner along with the whole Nashville Roadhouse Live Band. He went #1 with this song, a remake of an Elton John great called Something About the Way You Look Tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
There was a time when I was everything and nothing all in one. Then you found me. I felt like a cloud across the sun. I need to tell how you light up every second of the day. In the moonlight, shine like a beacon on the bay. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look with a smile, you pull the deepest secrets from my heart. In all honesty, I'm speechless. I don't know where to start. No, I can't explain. But there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. It's a feeling that I feel for you deep inside. No, I can't describe, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. The way you look
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Never thought I'd be in this moment I'm in. standing in front of you with all our friends. I know you're scared to death, and I am too. When I look in your eyes, there's nothing we can't do. So baby, hold on, we got this, girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the lead like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Life's never been a Mercedes-Benz, but with you in my arms, all that ends. I feel invincible when I'm with you. Take my hand, love, do you feel it too? So baby, hold on, we got this, girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the lead like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Now the preacher man is ready, the choir's singing too. No time to panic, love will see us through. So baby, hold on, we got this, girl. You and me gonna see the world. Take the lead like our moms and daddies did. Living on love is all we need. You make me what I wanna be. Living our lives are gonna be a song. So baby, hold on. Oh baby, hold on.
We had a great radio interview last week. His name is Steve A. Smith from West Virginia. That is called Baby Hold On. The first song I ever heard from him. Got a whole bunch more now, and he is fantastic. Steve A. Smith. He's not that big mouth guy that talks a lot on ESPN. He's a whole different guy, and pure country music comes out of his mouth. I love that. This next artist does the same thing. He is our good friend from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. He's my good buddy James Rose. This is called What Are You Listening To? How about the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
I put that record on, girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again. You're in every line, takes me back in time. Yeah, tonight I'm wondering, what are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on eyes and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, heart still breaking, cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I like to believe that you're just like me, trying to figure out how a good thing goes bad. And I don't know, I can't let it go, but it's about to drive to. Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on eyes and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through. Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, heart still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? Is it a feel-good song, get you driving too fast? The one that gets you moving on past the past? Or the kind that you can't help singing along, singing whoa, whoa? Is it headphones on the downtown train, or a window seat on an outbound plane? Is it LA, sunny or Memphis blue? I wish I knew, I wish I knew. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band in some college town bar where it's not on knives and their guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on a radio station. Tears still falling, heart still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I put that record on. Girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again.
Indie Country Radio.
The 2x4s that built that house, the hammer and the nail, the cotton in your shirt that you wear to work, that you bought on sale, the cigarettes you smoke, the whiskey in your coat, that's in every single bar, the rubber on the road, the stitch that was sewn, the leather in your car. Came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a two-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states for you, even bought it, stand by hand somewhere. Straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up. You think it just fell out of thin air, but I came out of nowhere. Little towns, there's a little few left around. Them Carhartt people driving them diesels sure make it easy on us. They put it on the table, can't find them on the label, but man, you can trust that it came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a two-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states for you, even bought it, stand by hand somewhere. Straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up. You think it just fell out of thin air, but I came out of nowhere. Little towns, there's a little few left around. Little farms, little dreams make this big old world go round, yeah. Name on his pocket, a two-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states for you, even bought it, stand by hand somewhere. Straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up. You think it just fell out of thin air, but right there when it came out of nowhere. Little farms, little towns, there's a little few left around.
They are the great group called Sutherland. That is called Came Out of Nowhere. Go check out Sutherland. Follow their Facebook page. Tell them Tim Kelly sent you, and tell them he's playing their music as well on New Country's Best on this New Music Monday. How about this next artist, my good friend from Hope, Arkansas, Miss Mae Estes. Her latest single is called Town Left Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio.
Almost missed the turn to my mama's house, just looking around at all the things that have changed since I rolled out. That brand new coffee shop used to be a gravel lot. It was the home game hangout spot, and now it's not. And it's real clear to see that we're through without me. The sun will go up, sun will go down. They'll widen the road on 58 South, out with the old, breaking new ground, ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. I just ran into Miss Robertson, my next door neighbor growing up. She said hi back, but I'm not sure that she recognized who I was. How can a place such a part of me move right on without skipping a beat? Cover my handprint with fresh concrete, paving over my memory. The sun will go up, sun will go down. They'll widen the road on 58 South, out with the old, breaking new ground, ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. On the outside looking in, wishing I was part of it again. I go back every time I can, but time marches on like that high school band. And that sun will go up, it'll come down. They'll widen the road on 58 South, out with the old, they're breaking new ground and ripping my roots and my heart right out. Every time that I come back, it's further from what it used to be. I know I'm the one that left this town, but it feels more like this town left me. This town left me. This town left me.
Hey y'all, it's Mae Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got my best friends and my brother all in a tux and tie. In the front row there's my mother, wiping the tears from her eyes. Church doors open up, the music starts to play. You walk her down the aisle to give her away. I know you watched her take her first breath, her first steps. When I asked you for her hand, you shook mine, and you said yes. I want to thank you for bringing an angel into the world. She's my woman, my forever, but she'll never stop being your baby girl. Watching you spin her around for that daddy-daughter dance, and I'm standing here praying that I can be half the man that you are. Oh, you are. I know you watched her take her first breath, her first steps. When I asked you for her hand, you shook mine, and you said yes. I want to thank you for bringing an angel into the world. She's my woman, my forever, but she'll never stop being your baby girl. Sparklers light and we drive off. You just smile and I just thought you're a bigger man than me to let her go. Something I swear I'll never do, just so you know. Yeah, you watched her take her first breath, her first steps. When I asked you for her hand, you shook mine, and you said yes. I want to thank you for bringing an angel into the world. She's my woman, my forever, but she'll never stop being your baby girl. Your baby girl.
There's another great song you might want to consider to have played at your wedding. What a great tribute to the father of the bride right there, Landon Parker. That is called Your Baby Girl, and a great video to that you can check out on YouTube as well. This next young artist and I are going to get to hook up and meet in person September 30th at Freedom Jam USA in St. Louis, Missouri. He's my good buddy, Mr. Jesse Vaughn. This is called Something Brings Me Down on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Riding in a Pontiac to Memphis, Tennessee, looking down the road just as far as I can see. Lately it seems I've been trying real hard to survive. Lord, is it a wonder that I'm still alive? Ain't got a thing but my boots and worn out jeans. Ain't got a nickel's worth of anything it seems. But I'll keep on going, or do my best to try. If I don't see the daylight soon, I think that I might cry. 'Cause one drink leads to another, and then I'm too far gone, and I start to think of all the things that I've done wrong. And I thought I'd leave your memory behind me in that town, but it seems like everywhere I go, something brings me down. Now I'm sitting on a bar stool, drunk out of my mind, way beyond the point of walking out at closing time. So I'll stay the night, 'cause this is my new home. So help me off of this bar stool, 'cause I can't stand up on my own. 'Cause one drink leads to another, and then I'm too far gone, and I start to think of all the things that I've done wrong. And I thought I'd leave your memory behind me in that town, but it seems like everywhere I go, something brings me down. Something brings me down.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range. If you want fast-paced freedom, boy, you better leave. If you can't fold the dead man's hand you hold, don't put your chips on me. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights that set this room aflame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. You've been sold on fool's gold. Your hard to live in won't come cheap. If you can't quit the saddle, leave it in the barn. Kick off your boots, boy, you can shoot the moon here in my arms. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights that set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. Love me like an outlaw. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights, let's set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me, if you're gonna love me like an outlaw. You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range.
That is the latest single from Calzy Culloch. It is called Love Me Like an Outlaw. Up next, how about Cody Hibbard from Adair, Oklahoma? This is called Looking Back Now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on New Music Monday.
Looking back now, I'd have done things different. A lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda dones, but I didn't. Now I'm standing alone in the kitchen, just wishing I'd have took the time to listen some more. Held her hand and held every door. Ended every night and started every morning with some kisses. But you can't go back on a yesterday. Now I'm right in the middle of too little, too late. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud to
looking back now. Looking back now, I'd have left her no choice. She needed a man, but I was just a boy. And now it's just me, in the memory of her leaving me. Just looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. And she ain't looking back now. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. I bet she's got that car pointed west with a hammer rolling down. And she ain't looking back now. She ain't looking back now.
Once again, his name is Cody Hibbert. That is called Looking Back Now. My name is Tim Kelly. Looking back now, I had a great time tonight on this program. Man, what a great show. I want to thank my special guests, Molly Lovett and Matt Winters, for joining me tonight. Molly Lovett will be performing live in St. Louis, Missouri, Freedom Jam USA, September 30th. She's going to be there September 29th doing a show as well before she goes to Freedom Jam USA. FreedomJamUSA.net. Get your tickets now and meet me and Molly Lovett and a whole bunch of cool people there. Headliner this year is Jesse Keith Whitley, the son of Lori Morgan and the late, great Keith Whitley. Tomorrow night, join me at 7 p.m. Central Time, live from Branson, Missouri at the Tim Kelly Studios. KICR IndieCountryRadio.com will be live on the website as well. My special guest will be Mark Perkins, who will also be at Freedom Jam USA, and Elvis Cardin. He has played in Branson, Missouri during Veterans Week, so we'll talk to him tomorrow night as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in